Hey guys, you're probably wondering why I'm always coming to you guys in a wig cap, but today I'm going to be doing my makeup in front of camera, and I always like to do my makeup before I actually put on my wig. So that's why I'm here today in this wig cap, but I want to show you some new products that I purchased and kind of try them out on camera and see what I think about them. So you've probably seen these two foundations before, and it's my first time trying it. I haven't even tried it yet. I just purchased them a couple of days ago, so I'm going to try them out today. And it's the Covergirl Queen Collection All Day Flawless 3-in-1 Foundation. And I actually bought two because I didn't know which color would work for me. So I bought these two shades, and they are very similar, but this one is a little bit darker than this one. This one is called Warm Caramel, and this one is called Sheer Espresso. So like I said, one is a little bit darker than the other, but they're very similar. And this foundation has a broad spectrum SPF 20, which is awesome. I love having SPF in my foundation, just in case I didn't have any in my moisturizer. I don't have to worry about putting on a separate SPF to make sure I have that coverage. If it's already built into the foundation, that's awesome. But actually, the moisturizer that I'm going to be using today does have SPF in it already. It has SPF 15, and this is my favorite moisturizer right now. And it is the Artistry Time Defiance Day Protection Lotion with SPF 15, and it looks like this. Probably can't see it very well, but that's what it looks like. It's just in a slender pump bottle. So I'm going to moisturize my face. I just cleaned my face. I just got out of the shower. So I'm just gonna moisturize it. Okay. So my face is now moisturized, and now I'm going to see which one of these foundations will match best for me. I bought a lighter one and a darker one because I know if the darker one does not match, it will match in a few months. As it really starts to get hot during the summer months, of course I'm gonna get darker. I'm gonna get a tan from being outside every now and then. So my skin complexion is normally quite a bit darker than it is during the winter. So if the darker foundation does not work, it will work during the summer, and even in the fall I'll still be kind of dark, so that is perfectly fine with me. So I'm going to start with the lighter one and see how that one looks. And it has a pump bottle, which is awesome. I recently purchased the Naked foundation from, I don't remember, I think it's L'Oreal. I don't remember who it's from, but I love that foundation. It's so lightweight, it feels great, but it doesn't have a pump bottle, so I have to pour that stuff out on my hand every time, and I end up wasting foundation, and it ends up being a big mess. So I am very excited that this has a pump bottle. So I'm just gonna pump it on my finger, and when I pump it on my finger, it already looks dark, and this is the lighter one. Actually, it's a pretty good match. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheek, and put a little bit on this cheek. And just for kicks, I'm gonna pump out a pump of this darker one to see what color it comes out as. Okay, so this is the darker one. And the darker one is a good match for the perimeter of my face, because the perimeter of my face is a lot darker than the center of my face is. So actually it looks like a combination of the two may be the absolute best match for me right now. And once I start getting a tan during the summer, this darker one would be great. This one kind of looks a little light. I don't know, it's hard to tell because I'm looking in the camera to judge this, and I'm not really looking in a mirror under good lighting. So let me just look in the mirror real quick. Okay, so when I look in the mirror, actually the darker one actually looks better, but I know if I were to put this all over my face, then it would be too dark. So I'm just gonna work with blending the two for now, and then later I'll probably use the dark one on its own. So I'm just gonna use a flat brush. This is an e.l.f. brush, and I'm gonna buff it in. Let me see if I can zoom in. And this is actually a lot more foundation than I normally use. I pumped out a bit too much, so I normally like to use less foundation, and if I want more coverage, I'll try to do more powder. because to me, too much foundation is where the cakiness comes in. That can happen with too much powder too, but I like to err on the side of having too much powder rather than too much foundation. Alright, so that is all blended out. And now I'm going to set it with some powder. I'm going to be using my Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm going to use the deep dark one. I have the dark and the deep dark one, but I'm going to use the deep dark one since I used a majority of this lighter foundation. So I'll use this darker powder just to kind of balance everything out. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to set it very lightly with the powder. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my quick everyday, I'm running late for work, I gotta get the kids to school face, and it's nothing special, but this is what I do a lot of days to go to work because it's so quick and simple. So I'm just gonna be putting on some blush. I'm using this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Heather Silk. I hauled this a while back in one of my earlier videos, and I love this blush, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna be using that one, and it's very pigmented, so it's very pigmented, so a lot of times if I do like one dab on my brush, I'll have to put a little bit on this cheek and then go to this cheek and put the rest, because if I put it all on one cheek, it'll be too much. Okay. Alright, so I have my blush on, so I'm just going to do some very slight contouring, nothing major. I like to do this even if I'm trying to do a real quick face, just because sometimes if you put all your foundation on and you don't do some type of contour, your face will look like one solid color without dimension, and it looks funny, very made up. So I'm just going to do some slight contouring, nothing major. Very slight. I'm just putting it right under where I put the blush, and then up to my temple area. Okay, so that's the contour, and now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. Oh, for my contour, I've been using the Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And I don't want to show you the packaging because it's so beat up. I've been using it for a while, but I'll just show you the color. Alright, for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this espresso liner from NYX. And I actually think it's a lip liner, but I've been using it as an eyebrow pencil and it works really well. So since I'm looking in the camera to do this, I'm gonna have to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. You know what, I should have got that little mirror out of my room and did it in the mirror, because this feels awkward. Okay, so I try to go kind of upward then downward. And I'm not one of those eyebrow, I'm not one of those people where my eyebrows have to look absolutely positively neat. Like, I don't go in with concealer and clean it up or do all of that extra stuff unless I'm going to an event, a special occasion or something, and I want to look just extra nice. If it's for everyday work or whatever, I'll just fill it in with the pencil. I will wipe off any excess and I will keep it going, because I don't have time to be trying to do all that extra stuff. Okay, so that is good enough for me. And When I don't feel like doing eyeshadow and all of that, I will either use a brown or a black liner depending on the look I'm going for. And I always use these ultra liners from Maybelline. So let me show you guys. I always use these ultra liners from Maybelline. I have a dark brown one and a black one. A lot of times if I want a softer look, I will use the brown. If I want a more dramatic look, I will use the black. And guys, I gotta go get my mirror because this is just too difficult. I'll be right back. So today I'm gonna use the brown liner. I'm just gonna do a very thin line to darken up my eyelash line. This gives the appearance of fuller eyelashes, especially when you use a black, but I like a brown for a softer look. Okay. And then I will use some mascara. So I'm going to be using this Maybelline Great Lash, and this is the one that's in the pink and green container. And I love this. I've tried so many mascaras and I always go back to this one. This is my absolute favorite and it works wonderfully. So I'm going to put on one coat right now and then I'll come back and do the second coat. Okay, can you see the difference? Okay, I'll come back in a few minutes and put on a second coat. All right, and this is about it. This is what I do if I'm in a rush. Foundation, a little bit of powder, a little bit of blush, maybe a slight contour, eyebrows, eyeliner, mascara, and lips. And that normally, since I'm doing it on camera, it's taking me longer, but it normally takes me maybe 6 or 7 minutes to do everything at the most. So I am out the door. So I also wanted to try out this lipstick that I bought. And I bought this at the same time that I bought those two foundations that I showed you. It's one of the new Milani lipsticks. And this is in Uptown Mauve. It's this gorgeous color right here. And I'm going to be trying this today. So let's see how we're gonna work it. And yes, I'm just putting it on the perimeter right now because I'm gonna have to fix it because I already can tell. I'm not one of those people that will just wear lipstick without fixing it so that it blends in with my face. I know some people will wear it and your lips are like bang, bow. But I always have to fix it because I can't just wear lips that are just standing out from my face. So I went in with this lip liner. And I just darkened up the perimeter. And I don't think you can tell on camera. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the middle of my lips. I'm not gonna put the color in the middle of my lips. I'm actually gonna put like a gloss in the middle. I want my lip color to poke through. I don't want my whole lips that color. So I'm going to be using African Queen by NYX, and it's this beautiful like purplish iridescent lip gloss. As you can see, I'm going to be putting this in the middle. All right, so that is that. And for this lipstick, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. It's not my favorite purple. I've tried prettier purples. This one is just okay for me. I may go in and try with like a darker lip liner, like Night Moth from MAC, or Current from MAC, or Y2K from NYX, and see what I get. But for now, this is okay. All right, so my makeup is done, my quick and easy face, and I'm gonna put on my wig. And this is one of the wigs that I've shown you all before. In a previous hairstyling video, I showcased this particular wig, so you've seen it before. And I've been wearing it, so I don't have to do anything with my hair. My hair is braided underneath that wig cap. All right, so let me just fix it. All right, guys, I'm all done. So what I would say about that foundation that I tried, the Covergirl 3-in-1 foundation, is that I like it. It feels very lightweight on my face. It doesn't feel heavy. I feel like my face can definitely breathe. It's supposed to be 3-in-1, as in the lasting power of a powder, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation all in one. Shine free, specially designed for darker skin tones. The colors are great. They had a wide range of colors for darker skin tones, and this is in the Queen collection, so there was, I didn't count, but I would say there was at least about 15 colors just for brown skins. Okay, so you definitely should be able to find a color that matches your skin tone, and so far I like it. I haven't tried it all day, so I will definitely try it and see if it lasts, or if it has the lasting power of other foundations that I've tried. As for this Uptown Mauve lipstick, this is what it looks like. And I put this African Queen lip gloss over it. And I definitely am feeling the combination, although like I said, I have some prettier purples in my lipstick collection. And this is probably one I won't be grabbing as much, but I like the combination with the African Queen. It looks okay. Alright guys, so I will see you again in the next video. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye bye.